I'm glad to see everybody. I see Stacy, Tamika, Kyle. You said your LinkedIn is over there holding up on the corner. No, sir. Hi, Black Miss Adna. Hi, guys. I'm so happy for today. We have our LinkedIn one-on-one. I want to get down with y'all on why LinkedIn is so important. So important. Y'all see, I'm back in my living room. I'm doing some renovations in my office. Hold on, let me turn on the light. Okay, that didn't help a lot. It's okay. Y'all can see me enough. Okay, so before we get started, let me tell y'all what's new in the Hive. Uh, ugh, I know LinkedIn is so terrifying for so many people, but I promise you guys, after today, y'all gonna be like, oh my God, Sam, I've been sleeping on LinkedIn. A lot of the issues that you guys have can be solved with LinkedIn. And to be honest with you guys, one of the secrets of our I Got the Job post is that we send direct job links from LinkedIn when we do our career coaching. So many times the bees who say that I got the job and it's like a $30,000 increase, it's because they use the links that are sent to them during their career coaching or our LinkedIn review when we give out jobs. So we'll be clearing that stuff up. Okay. Don't even worry about it. I really want to know how many of y'all have ever got a job off of LinkedIn or even tried to. Go ahead and put me in the chat so I can know. Tamara said this right on time, girl. I'm glad. Shakira might need to block my employer from my Y LinkedIn. They've been stalking it. I'll show you guys how to do that too today. Y'all, so we are 6 years old now. Black on the Job is 6 years old. And your girl was nominated and won Hall of Fame for the very first career development company to ever be recognized as a Hall of Fame winner, as one of the top 100 companies in Arizona, as well as one of the top 100 companies across the US. So I'm so proud of the work that we do. I tell everybody, I grew up here. You know, I started this company and I really did not know what I was doing, but I did know what I wanted. And I just kind of stayed focused on that. And I will say that one of the blessings that I have was I believe that we're multi-purposed. I don't think that we have one purpose. And one of the blessings that I have is that the people that work at Black on the Job, it's also their purpose. So if you ever received any services from us, you will know that we don't have community fatigue. We really love what we do. And so just having that honor and that recognition was a very grounding moment. One of the last conversations I had with my dad was about this award. So I won first year, top 100, second year, top 100. And I was coming in like 30th place, 40th place last year. No, 40th place first year, 30th place second year. And like one of the last conversations I had with my dad was like, Dad, they said that like if I win 2 years in a row, then the third year I can apply for the Hall of Fame. But they were saying that there are going to be a lot of barriers. For one, the companies that win are usually tech companies. They usually have a larger revenue than us at Black on the Job. They're usually B2B, which means they do businesses with other businesses. You know, I was like, so, you know, sometimes they have like people who back them financially. A lot of these businesses, they have investments, and I don't have any of that. And I remember he was like, okay, you know everything you ain't got. What do you got? And I'm like, a mission. And he was like, well, shit, that's all you need then, right? And I was like, well, I guess so. I'm gonna apply then. So my dad had encouraged me to apply. And even when I was in the interview, because you do 40 questions, right? So they're interviewing you and they're asking you 40 questions. You only have 30 seconds to 45 seconds to answer. And there's only a 10-second break in between. So I'm like, fuck. I mean, I prepare people for interviews, but not like this. And they were gunning them questions. And one of them was like, do you see yourself expanding into new markets? Now, y'all, I'm thinking that they're saying like expanding into new markets, like expanding to like different countries. So I had let them know, like, oh, well, Black on the Job is global, blah, 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 which ate up 20 seconds of my time. So then he was like, no, like, I know that you guys have workshops, all these different, what other spaces are you expanding Black on the Job to? Like, what other business ventures are you going to do? And he was like, to maximize, to open up your demographic was the words he used. And then I forgot I was interviewing for a second. And I was like, I don't plan to expand to other demographics. It's Black on the Job. And I plan on being Black. And so it was 4 panel interviews, and one of them was a Black man. And you could just see like the smirk on his face, like he was trying so hard not to laugh. Because, you got your interview voice on that whole time. But it was at one moment that it was just, I think I broke character. So I know my face, because my face has always needed deliverance. I don't plan on it. And it was a white man who asked me. And so as I answered, he was just like, okay. And so then they were like, well, do you have any like final things that you would like to say? And I was like, well, yeah. I was like, I know you guys have a lot of businesses you want to interview. I just want to let you know that Black on the Job is one of a kind. And so although we do have the capacity, the capabilities, the team, the drive to open up into new markets, it's just not something that we have ever considered as far as expanding our demographics. It will take away from our mission. I was like, we are a history of the making. We are the only Black professional company, and we do not plan on expanding that to other demographics at any time. And I said, one thing that someone told me recently that I definitely have never taken into consideration, my best friend told me, she was like, you know what, Sin? Something that is unique that you probably never considered was that you've never considered like partnering with a different race and opening their version of Black on the Job, like giving them license to have like Latinos on the job or, immigrants on the job. And I was like, no, I never ever considered that. And then she said, and you've never considered quitting, huh? And that just, I don't know, guys. That question ain't never crossed my mind. Like, I never thought that I would quit Black on the Job. So that's how I know that this is purpose work, because I have never, I've never considered like, fuck it, I'm just going to shut it down. No, I'll probably be old as hell still trying to teach somebody how to do resumes. So I just want to say, I really do thank you guys for growing up with me, for believing in me and believing in our vision and our mission. It is a joint responsibility, and I want you guys to know that I don't take it lightly. One thing that I do understand and that I realize is that is one of the hardest and best gifts to have, is when people say, what do I take away from Black on the Job, is that God has given me the ability to give belief and hope back to the Black community. And so when people sign up for Black on the Job, it is a hopeful thing. They believe that they can get a better job, and they believe that we can help them, and we do. But that belief also comes with a responsibility that we do not take lightly. It's in every single team meeting. I want you guys to know that our number one thing in our meeting is that you have the responsibility of hope. And so when you hold another Black person's hope in your hand, you better do a fucking good job. You better do the best that you can here at Black on the Job, because it is for someone to give me money and say, I am putting my kids' future, where I live, what I eat, if I'm able to pay for cancer medications, I need to pay for funeral expenses, I'm going to put this bill to the side in your hands. And knowing that this could be their last, it's very grounding. It's very humbling. It's a lot of responsibility. And I think that a lot of times people say they want to be entrepreneurs. And I think that a lot of us may have the desire to. I do want to let you know it comes with a lot. One person on my team lost her mother about 2 weeks ago on one of my offshore teams, and she lost her mother, and she's on our marketing team. She's been with me 5 years. Her mother health declined in 2 weeks, and the city that she stays in, on the other side of the country, 6 hours away, are her teammates. I've never met her in person. She's never met her teammates. When her mom died, I immediately spoke with the two teammates. We came up with a plan. I flew them out for the funeral, and I was talking to my mom about this, and I will say that although I would do anything to get my dad back, losing my father while running a company made me a better leader because I knew how to meet my team's goals. Last year, half of my team lost a parent. We had death after death after death after death. It was taking us out. Then my dad died. And so everybody else lost their dad or mom before me. And I wasn't as strong of a leader. Esther truly did a lot of the emotional support during that time. But when this employee lost her mom this time, I was able to kind of lead charge. I understood that she needed somebody there on the front lines. I understood that there would be funeral costs. So, we paid for funeral costs. We flew out team members, and she's working right now. And people are all like, why is she working? And I'm like, she's going to have to work until it breaks. So just experiences like that, while I'm still in grief and being faced with that is both the privilege and the curse of being a CEO. Being an entrepreneur, having to support team members through the most difficult times. I am only 33. Okay. And so that this time around, I was able to give that support because I know what was necessary. I knew that grievance pay wasn't enough, even though she got grievance pay. I knew that sending a card wasn't enough, and I understand that that's how companies get down. But at Black on the Job, just as much as I need her to be fully tuned in with the bees, I have to be fully tuned in with her. And so I now have the opportunity to do what most companies won't do. And so I love that part too. I love that part too, to have the ability to fly out team members for a funeral and have the ability to now I'm flying out and two other team members, we're all flying out to a different country to sit with her for 2 weeks. Hey, I can work from anywhere, girl. I'll be out there for 2 weeks. I'm going to bring my dog. We're going to sit it out. We're going to cry it out. Whatever you want to do. If you want to just work that whole time, girl, we're going to be fucking working there. But knowing that that is what's necessary in that moment really brought it full circle. So that I will say to you guys, it has been the best of times and worst of times these past 6 years, but I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. My biggest goal now is building something that outlives me. And so we have a lot of conversations at Black on the Job of what happens, when Sin dies. It sounds so morbid, but I love that we're now in that space. I love that we're now in that space to where we're doing contingency planning and, there's wills and trusts and business thingies, so y'all ain't got to worry about it. I'm so happy that we're here and that we're at this space now that we can expand. That nigga still trying to beat on me and run away, guys. We got court coming up soon. So we'll see how that goes. But no matter how that goes, I'm happy that we're here now, and that this space exists. Like, I'm so happy that this space exists. This space is such a blessing. We are at what, $150 million in salary increases, but that's from the salaries that are reported. The impact that Black on the Job has had on the Black community far outweighs something that a number could show. Black on the Job is about giving hope back to Black people, and tangible hope through tangible results and tangible proof. I have someone cry on the phone every day. I still take calls every day. Every consultant has someone cry every day. Every day we check the group and oh, you see what Kyle posted? Did you see what Kyle said? What the hell he got going on? Like, we love that we've created a space in the Black community to where we are kind of more at one, right? I'm not even gonna tell y'all how I well, I am gonna tell y'all. I'll tell y'all how I feel about the BET Awards. I am dismayed, disappointed, disturbed, and disgusted. I'll be honest with y'all. And so Black on the Job, we're one of the last things left. I'm happy that we had a tribute to Usher. I hope that we can start having the only thing, this is why I'm dismayed and disgusted. I'll be honest with y'all. The reason why is that as a Black community, we have to protect our public image because it impacts our job opportunities. And so it impacts how we feed our kids. Okay. It impacts where we go to school. It impacts what car we drive, what food we eat, our health outcomes. And so at any other space, at any other time, everything that happened, I don't think I would have had an issue with. But the idea that we took ownership, we said, fuck y'all award shows. We gonna have our own award shows, right? And to not use that opportunity at its max capacity to truly show the best and brightest of our artists in the best way, as well as our normal shit, to me is a missed opportunity, and we're not in a position to be missing. We have to be twice as good to get half. So when we half-ass stuff, it is a damper on the work of each and every single one of us as individuals who are striving for excellence and to empower our community, as well as organizations and companies who are doing the same. And so as we depend on the people and powers that be in the Black community to shine a light on what we do well, I expect and I hold them to a higher regard to do a better job. Period. I don't care if it's not popular belief. I don't care if, people are adults, let them be grown. No, I have an issue when you are putting yourself in a space to where you're representing me and you do so degradingly. It will be completely and totally different if we had a mixture. And so we have a little bit of each corner of our community being shown, to where it's like, okay, well, you just concentrated on this. But no, when we have now turned our award shows into a mockery of our culture and our community, it disturbs me. And that's what I'll say on that. I just, I, I mean, of all the talent that we have, of all the talent that we have, like, we couldn't do better. Like, I remember when we could even watch that show with our kids. I don't even know how a single mom with a 10-year-old or a 12-year-old who's trying to teach their son or daughter how to be upright in this world could have watched that TV show, that TV award show out next to them. Impossible. Impossible. That was disturbing at best. Okay, I'm sorry. I've been upset about that. It's just disgusting to me sometimes. We ain't got to go that far. And I go far, but we got limits. And it's so far now that it's not even reflective of our own community. It is a parody in a lot of ways. It's a parody of our community. We don't even do half the shit that they got. We ain't okay. I just think that we just got to do better. Yeah, Brand, how could you sit there and watch that with your 9-year-old daughter? Like, what? Like, and I'm not saying we can't do some of it, but we gotta diversify this. Like it's satire, satire. I couldn't even watch the whole, like, if we have to censor it, like, if we're like, no, I could even see a little bit of cuss words from a nigga that cuss, from a nigga that say nigga. But some of this is just like, there are some words that shouldn't even need to be bleeped out, because why would you say that online? Like, the word penis in any form or variation should not be a word that is fluently used on TV broadcasting channels. And that's all I got to say. Like, what the hell? Okay, so Tia, I swear to God. Yes, Kalia, diversity. So before we get started, I want to tell you all the good things about LinkedIn, right? Job markets and hiring. Okay. First off, with LinkedIn, is that one of the main reasons why I always preach to search for jobs on LinkedIn is that if you see a role online, right, on the different job boards, and let's say, for instance, I'm going to give you guys a quick search, right? Let's say, for instance, you look for a role here. And let's say, for instance, I want to use Google for a second just to show you guys. So we're looking at this role here, right? And as we can see, this role for a program coordinator is posted on 3 different job boards, right? On average, if a role is posted on LinkedIn, it is posted for $15,000 minimally higher than that same role that's posted on Indeed or that same role that's posted on Glassdoor. So, depending on what job board you use to apply for the job, it can actually be indicative of your salary. Okay. So that's number one. And let me write that down for y'all. So number one is that roles are posted for higher salary on LinkedIn. Okay. So go ahead and put in the comments higher salary, higher salary, higher salary. That is how LinkedIn keeps this goal here of having 49% of LinkedIn users earn salaries of 75,000 or higher. I know I'm coming out the gate with the Snapple facts, baby. So that's number one, higher salary. Higher salary, right? Also, you can directly apply, of course, and there are over 14 million open jobs on LinkedIn, right? Another thing is that 97% of hiring of HR and staffing professionals use LinkedIn, meaning that you looking for a recruiter and the recruiter is on LinkedIn, right? So if you want to have recruiters reach out to you, you got to be where recruiters reside, and they reside on LinkedIn. So 97% is a high ass average. What that means, everybody on LinkedIn. 3% of people probably just didn't answer the survey. Everybody is on LinkedIn and they use LinkedIn for recruiting. There is a secondary website that LinkedIn produced called LinkedIn Recruiter. Okay. And this is what recruiters use in order to find resumes. So, second point is LinkedIn Recruiter. Type LinkedIn Recruiter. Yes, Kalia said it. Kalia said this is where the sharks are seeking talent to pay. So the second point is LinkedIn Recruiter. Go ahead and type in comments LinkedIn Recruiter. LinkedIn Recruiter is used for talent solutions. And so this is how they use their applicant tracking system is through the ATS system is through LinkedIn many a times, right? So you could target your jobs to the right people, recruit for low volume hiring, and find and manage candidates, right? Attract talent with employer branding. This is what recruiters are using in order to find candidates. It's a LinkedIn product. It's for small and large size businesses across all fields. And even for staffing agencies, they're finding qualified talent faster. So this is where they're going to source candidates. And LinkedIn is the largest professional network in the world. Okay. They're able to effectively engage with you guys. That's why we say it goes down in the DM, right? Because they're able to connect with you guys directly, right? And they're able to discuss if you're a good candidate within team collaboration tools on LinkedIn. So a lot of you guys need to know number one, LinkedIn. Number one is it has the most HR professionals. Number two, LinkedIn Recruiter. Okay. Now, also, let's look at number 5. And this is why we here today on the live, right? It has so candidates with a comprehensive LinkedIn profile have a 71% higher chance of getting a job interview. And the reason why is that they hire right in the DM, right? So by having a LinkedIn optimized page, not only are you going to find higher salary roles, you can connect directly with hiring professionals. And number 3, it increases your chance, damn near triples it, for you getting a job interview. Okay? Yep. Number 1. And so number 3, last one is this is how I got the job. Everybody type your I got the job. Type your I got the job. Yes, baby. It's hot outside right now. Type I got the job. It's hot outside right now. Once it's cool off, then mommy take you for a walk, okay? Okay? You gotta cool off first, okay? I know. I know. It's so tough being a joy boy. I know, baby. I know. All right, let mommy finish her live and then mommy take you for a walk, okay? Mommy loves you. All right, down, down, down. All right, that's a good boy. That's a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Mommy loves you. Okay, so that's how we get the job. Boom, boom, boom. Now, let's say, for instance, you decide that you want to open up a business, right? For those of you guys who want to open up a business, if you're looking to become a consultant, get government contracts, if you're looking to get speaking gigs, speaking engagements, you want to do public speaking, you want to sell your services, LinkedIn for B2B marketing is amazing, right? LinkedIn is a number one channel for marketing for business to business, and that is 96%. Okay. 4 out of 5 LinkedIn members drive business decisions, and LinkedIn ads do reach a big quarter, right? So if you are looking to expand your business opportunities, LinkedIn is going to be good for that as well. Okay. So now we know why we need to have an optimized LinkedIn page. What are some things Admin Sin didn't say? Admin Sin did not say, oh, you need to make sure that you got a degree to be up on here. No. Admin Sin did not say that, oh, if you work at, a call center and customer service, you don't got no business here. I didn't say none of that. So any of your imposter syndrome that just kicked in, go ahead and kick it to the curb. That's not what I said, right? We have to understand that the abundance of job listings, a tune of 14 million open jobs on LinkedIn, right? As well as the powerhouse of the job search function is amazing. Amazing, 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 right? Which is why they be trying to buy us every year. Did I tell y'all that? Did I tell y'all how I got somebody in the CC suite at LinkedIn? They have called us every year, 3 years in a row, trying to buy Black on the job. And I'd be like, no, we're not selling. They want us to white label under their ass so bad. I told them, I'm not white, I'm Black. We're not doing that. So now we're going to look at some of my favorite features of LinkedIn. Okay. some of our favorite features. So when you first get on LinkedIn, and let me make it small for a second, it is a professional social media site. So you will see elements. Oh my God, why can't my fingers make it close? There we go. Do it again. Do it again. You'll see elements of a social media site, very Facebooky, right? So we see posts are being made. You can comment. Sometimes people say, well, how often should I comment and post? It will depend on how aggressive you are in your job market. You don't got to comment and post all of this, but within the the LinkedIn groups, you can, right? Another good feature on LinkedIn will be the LinkedIn news. I look at this a lot. I don't know if it's because of Black on the job or because I'm nosy. But since I was a recruiter, I will look at this. I always want to look at what companies have acquisitions and mergers, what companies in high demand. Like right here, Apple Eyes OpenAI board role. That lets me know that Apple will be expanding a department soon. Seeing a lot of stuff on AI. Saks parent to buy Neiman Marcus. I love mergers and acquisitions. So that means that there's going to be some job loss right here. When Saks parents buy Neiman Marcus, they're going to put in their own implementation and processes, which means that if I'm in process at Neiman Marcus, I will be looking at updating my resume. Job growth missed the mark, ADP. I would also be looking at this to see what that was about. Yes, like current events. Yep, Kalia, it's going to be current events of what's going on within career development. Non-compete ban partially blocked. I would want to see what that is. Control Apple, yeah. So Southway turns to poison pill, yeah. So I always check this too. But our number one feature that we're all here for is how to look for jobs. So let's look at this a little bit more in detail. And so we're going to be looking at the jobs tab, right? Now, one thing that we forget about this job tab is that it says title, skill, or company. But y'all only read the word title because y'all Black people. Y'all don't be reading everything. I know because I'm Black and I don't be reading everything. So this right here means that you can put a list of skills in and find jobs. So I can put in the name program coordinator, or I can say I want a job to where I'm doing program, strategy, and I want to do something with a budget, right? Then I can, oh shit, how do I get back? Okay. Wait, no, wait. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, hold on. My little mouse thingy not working the way I want it to. Oh my Lord. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, wait. How did I get back over here? Oh my God. Oh my God. Where am I at? Okay, hold on. Because now y'all about to be up in my business. Okay. Back over here. Okay, so how could I make my screen smaller? Okay. Hold on, y'all. My little technical difficulties. I did the wrong thing again. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me stop sharing. Let me make it smaller. And let me, hold on. I got these new nails and they're not doing what I wanted to do. It's making it hard for me to slide. Okay, there we go. Okay. Let me go back to y'all now. Yeah, I know I be tripping. Okay, so now, which way am I going? Here. Okay, my bad. Okay, so now let's look at the jobs. So, so I could put in program. I want to do something with program. I want to do something with strategy. And I like budgets, right? We could say that. And then we could click remote, right? And another thing that we can do is we can go to the filters tab on the side. And I could say anything posted within the last month that was entry level right? And we see this number down here getting smaller and smaller. I could say I want something full time. And then I could choose my industry. But most importantly, I can choose my job functions. And so when I get down to my functions, I can say, y'all, I ain't never said I want to do anything techie. I want to do something that's like project management, maybe some business development. I want to do some management duties, maybe finance duties. I don't mind doing some analytical duties. I like doing some consulting duties, right? So I can say that I don't want to do nothing in sales, nothing in IT, and nothing in engineering. I don't want none of my job functions to have any of those type of duties in there, right? And then it tells me all the titles. You're welcome, Kalia, that I qualify for so far. So based off of what I'm looking for in a job and the functions I write, I don't got to be like that girl admin saying be talking about that just keep putting in program manager, program manager, program manager. I now know all of these titles that fit within my field. I don't got to limit myself to one title, right? Now, we then can start looking at if they only had 10 applicants or less, right? We can even say, shit, I want to make sure I get a referral. And we Black people, so we know that this is not even real, right? We're not even giving a fuck about that. Now, this salary range says where the salary starts, not stops, not this cap, not the ceiling, but the flow, the ground flow. You can say, look, let me tell you something. One thing about me, if the salary lower than 60,000, they can kiss my ass. You can say that, right? And then we can see what results show up, right? So now, although I could have went for a program management role, the role that put up was project compliance specialist. No, Kalia, girl, that's why we here today, girl. And now I could see that this role has all of the duties that I would want, right? It's entry level because they're asking for less than a year of experience in compliance, right? And now I know it's within my salary requirements as well. There it goes. Remember, the role can start at 60. Now, this role only got 30 applicants, only posted an hour ago. So, excellent role, right? This role, let me give it to y'all because I already know what's the next question. I'll go put this in the thing when it show up. Where we at? Just in case anybody want to apply for that role. So now I'm able to look at roles that I probably would have never thought of this title, project compliance specialist. That's not a title that you would think of. You probably just doing like everybody else, put a program manager, right? I'm so sorry, Demetria. Oh, Demetria, how you been? Okay, come on down. We probably got some specials and stuff. I remember your resume. Okay, so that's one way we could do it. What's another thing that we could search for on LinkedIn? You also can search by a certification. So you could say, well, I see everybody getting a PMP. I want to know that if I got my PMP and I've been working in my field, entry level is 0 to 3 years. Associate 3 to 5. Mid-senior level 5 to 7. Anything higher than that, 7 to 10 is director, 10 plus executive. I'll read it to you again. 0 to 3 entry. 3 to 5 mid. 5 to 7 mid senior. 7 to 10 director. 10 plus executive. And that is your years of experience within those functions, not having the title. So maybe I've been doing project management at my job, but they called me customer associate, whatever. And I didn't have my certification. Baby, I just got it. And I got 5 years of experience. So 0 to 3, 3 to 5, right? And maybe I say, I want to do something full time. I want something remote, right? And I don't care what industry I work in, but I don't want to do anything that has to do with manufacturing, engineering, IT, and I don't like when y'all be putting other next to my shit, other duties as applied. That's not for me, right? These are all the other titles I will qualify for. So maybe I could be a IT project manager, operations management specialist, right? Maybe the title I go under is program manager. I don't know. If they have these functions, I'm willing to give it a try. And you say, you think I paid for that PNP to be making less than 80? You a liar. I don't want nothing that don't start off at least at 80. And so this is the start of it, right? And then I don't mess with the benefits. You can if you want to. And I'm committed to my bills. I don't care what they committed to. But you can always play around with those things if you so choose to. And here go other roles, right? Now let's look at this title here. This title say project procurement manager. If I would have just put in the search title project manager, this might not be a role that I would have seen, right? So let's look at this role in detail and see how we feel about it. So now I see that it's within project management, very lean and green, developing purchase programs, very lean and green. Wait, wait, wait. Okay. And this role, again, is a role that's not asking for a degree, $75,000 minimum. The salary is between 75 to 85, and they're not asking for no degree neither, right? And one of the reasons why is because of the level of seniority I put the role. Remember when I searched, I put associate level. So because of that, a lot of these roles will not be asking for a degree. So this role is about inventory management, records and acquisitions, developing new contracts. And you actually don't even need your PMP for this role, is that if you had it, you will be earmarked for it. Right? I know, Kalia. I know. I'll be with it. Now, I love LinkedIn for those features here, right? Oh, so if it's remote and the state is listed, let's look at it. You may have meetings in that state. Okay, where do you see the state? So there's two things that can happen. Sometimes they have to list the state so that you can understand how this will impact your taxes and salary, especially if you're in like California, that's remote, out of location remote, but the company is based in Ohio. So your taxes, this company is from Ohio, right? So they're saying it's remote, but our parent company is in Ohio. The other thing it could be is that, and it's important to know, because let's say, for instance, they have training or they have anything to where you have to come down, they'll be flying you out to Ohio. That's the second reason. You're welcome. You're welcome. So another title that came up was business performance lead. This is really good for y'all kids who going around here getting all these degrees and shit, don't know what to do with it. So this is another thing that they could do under the certification PMP as a business performance lead. Now look at this salary, right? And look how low these applications are. You want to know why? Because folks ain't typing this in as a title, right? And as we're looking, it's performing project management duties, analyzing business processes, creating some strategies, monitoring some KPIs. They have some launch oversight with new products. Bachelor's degree. This role is higher pay, so I would expect that. But it's not necessary. So again, this role and this title, this is not a title you would have typed in. Also affects the time. So thank you, Joanne. I'll write that down. All the jobs that are on here, 85 to 90% will be actively recruiting because it costs a lot of money to post to LinkedIn, right? So here goes a lot of different, and then there's other titles like this one, release and change management analyst. This was posted 4 months ago. That's because this title is not one that many people search for. And this will be 125,000. Must be located in DMV, commutable to DC. So if it is something to where it's mostly remote, sure. But sometimes you got to bring that ass in. Right? But I'm not gonna lie, for 125, I mean, no degree, no degree. Experience required, no direct reports, no budgetary responsibilities. Jesus Christ. Oh, and they taking experience. Ah, ah, this one good, y'all. This one real good. Yes. Okay. And as Kalia said, if you research a specific company, you can sign up to get notified when they post new positions. Absolutely, right? So civil land development PM, 50 to 60 an hour, only 4 applicants. That let me send these links, y'all. Yeah, okay. Let me just send my search situation because I see how y'all gonna get down. Okay. So this is how we can make sure that we are getting them. Now, let's say, for instance, you do a larger search like this, right? Like how we did earlier. And you use Google Jobs, right? Because you want to get some more, you want to get down to the nitty gritty. You can do this. All I will say is that I'm going to use a link that says apply on LinkedIn, right? Because we know that unless I'm applying directly through the company, which is the best thing, the second best thing is applying on LinkedIn, right? And so you always want to use that feature because we just learned that 97% of businesses, oh, they post this for a whole day and only one applicant. What's wrong with this post? Nothing, actually. Oh, yeah, this is a good one too, y'all. Huh. Oh, I like this one. Okay. So, yes. Yes, Talia. So, this is how we do our job search functions on LinkedIn. Now, you can save the jobs and you can add your resume as well. I want to make sure that y'all know how to do those little things too. So let me go ahead and go to my little black girl who'll be teaching us. And I'll let y'all screenshot this. Where is my page at? Okay, here we go. All right, this is how you add your resume and you put open to work on LinkedIn. When you put open to work, it does not notify your network. So go ahead and screenshot. Screenshot. And the other one will be adding your LinkedIn. Now, your LinkedIn and your resume are two separate type of things. Many times in our resume reviews, we will tell you that your resume goes back 10 years, but your LinkedIn shows your entire professional history. So it's going to show your volunteer. It's going to have places to where you can link articles that you're featured in, business ventures that you're starting in. Your LinkedIn is a real showcase of who you are as a professional. Your resume is a snapshot of that. Okay. And because LinkedIn, as we saw on the recruiter side, that they're encouraging recruiters to reach out, that is a reason why you want to make sure that your LinkedIn is ready to go, because recruiters' job are to find you, right? So that's the reason why you want to make sure that if they're looking for you, that you know how to have them find you. And that's why the reason why we make sure that we discuss the difference between those two, because it's a lot more important, right? You got to have a really great LinkedIn as well as a really great resume, but they're serving two different purposes. Okay. Now, next week, we'll go into LinkedIn groups and how to engage on LinkedIn. But as far as LinkedIn job searching, how do y'all feel now? Y'all feel a little bit better about the LinkedIn job search? Because I know y'all panties be in a bunch over this one. And we do have federal services. We can help you. Yep, only open for recruiters. Good job, Joanne. Okay, y'all feel better? Good. Now remember, LinkedIn jobs are listed at $15,000 higher. That's number one. Number two, the recruiters find you, right? Number three, you're able to search by skills and job functions. That's the big thing. So it's really, really, really unique in it being a professional social media, social channel, but it will definitely help you. I'm so happy. It's okay, Ren. We know how to filter now, girl. This live ain't going nowhere. Y'all can rewatch it, everything. Where I got this map from, I gotta post y'all the link because I put the pieces together myself. It's called Wooden Map Project. Go to Google, put in Wooden Map Project, and you'll see it. It's to help. I believe it was for Palestine. It was a company out of Palestine that was creating this to help with the war and stuff. I need to just take my time to use the features. Yes, Tia, we also have LinkedIn analysis and LinkedIn reviews to where we will sit down with you with your LinkedIn and help you. And we have LinkedIn profile development to where we create you a LinkedIn, optimize it, put all your SEO metrics in the back, and then show you how to use it. Both of those services are available. Click the link that's pinned. Yes, Kay, we're going to be doing a workshop. Admin Michelle, who just got an award, will be hosting that one. I'll be in the room attending. Her LinkedIn's hit. It's okay. This life ain't going nowhere, Brittany. Yes, Kalia, that's all you got to do. No, Tamara, there's no such thing as a standard resume. No, Tamika, you don't need the standard one. I mean, the premium one. We get these y'all with the regular one. We ain't got to do that extra. That's gimmicky. No, you ain't got to do that. Okay? So, if you want somebody to help you with their LinkedIn one-on-one, use the link in the bio. Abby Michelle, who does have a LinkedIn workshop coming up, she is the best at LinkedIn. She did my LinkedIn, okay? And that is her little sweet spot. She gets all her little consultant jobs off LinkedIn. She helps our senior citizen bees find roles that are remote and low stress on the body to help them retire quickly off of LinkedIn. That is her specialty. So if you ever thought about retirement, Abby Michelle should have been the person you spoke to, okay? She got that thing on lock. Especially those of us who are like right up the cusp. We like, girl, do I want to work 5 more years or do I want SSI till I die? She's the one that you need to talk to. She'll help you out right in that little sweet spot. That's her specialty, okay? So, all right, guys, I'm happy we had this combo. I love you guys. I'll see you guys next week. Next week, we'll talk about engagement on LinkedIn, how to engage, and how to get your profile ready for recruiters. So, I'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.